This is Dirshu Mishnah Berurah as we're middle of Siman Samach Tes. Middle of Siman Samach Tes. These interesting halachas of Peiros al Shema. As we said in the previous year, the interesting point is not necessarily the Peiros al Shema is the interesting point. The dinim, of course, are extremely applicable. So we're middle of Siman Samach Tes, page 206 in the Dirshu, and we're in the middle of the Ramah of Sif Aleph. Says the Ramah, Umisha Eivel of Ne'ativ of Amr Shalosh Brachos V'Yishonis Yashem Kol HaTfilah V'Le'afsik Aval Pichik Var Spalo. In a scenario that someone's redavening for someone else, and he says these three brachas aloud, says the Ramah, don't just stop there, you have to finish Shmoina Esrei. Everyone else could be mafsik, because that's the end of Chazar Tashatz, of what we're calling Chazar Tashatz. If the one who didn't daven, he's the one davening the Amid, then of course, even though afterwards he has to say Shema, which of course is quite interesting, the design over here. He didn't get daven, so he's saying the Kaddish with the Baruch Hu, and either he's saying the first bracha of Yitzhar according to for the Sfardim of the Ashken of the Mechaber, or according to the Ramah, he's jumping straight to Shemona Esrei, saying it out loud, three brachas, the rest quietly, and then he's going to go back and say Shema. So he's going to lose the mile of Smichus Gula Tefillah, but he's going to gain that is called a Davar Shebekdusha with a minion. You can't be mafsik. The Sheikh Sibur himself, in the middle of davening, can't go backwards because he's not allowed to be mafsik. His own comes late. Once he begins, he can't go back. You can yes be mafsik kol makom. And surely already daven, still you're allowed to read daven lo tiachem b'dei chavasan. Rak shlo yamad achazan hasheni b'makom shaman harisha. The second chazan shouldn't be in the first place. Then here genai l'rishonim looks like genai. What are you doing? Davikilu lo yatzu rishonim b'dei chavasan. Looks like you weren't yaitzi, so we're doing it again. Venir li davka says they're much then rishonim b'dei kenesset. That's only when they're still there. Elish yislim asidram avalim yatzu rishonim. The first minion finished, and you're now going to help the people that came late. So you're going to stand in the place of the first minion. Then yuchlam achazan b'makom shaman harisha. Then it's not a problem. This whole problem of standing in the place of the chazan is if he's still there, because it looks like, you weren't good enough, and I'm now dominating for you. The other people, they're allowed to leave. The Ikar was the Davar Shebekdusha. The Ikar was the Kaddish the Baruch Hu. And the first three brachas of Shemona Esrei, you do not have to stick around for the rest of the Shemona Esrei. But if he himself didn't daven yet, it says in the Shmur Sefkatinu Gimel, he should complete his tefillah. Ratzalemer. What does this mean? Certainly, he shouldn't be masik. He has time for himself. Let's say tefillah. As we just pointed out, as the Ramah pointed out, you lose the mile of smichas gula tefillah because he's an afterwards say shema. V'lo yisam gula tefillah. L'fizeh adam shenizachar lav lebeiz hageneses. V'lo shema baruch hu kedusha. He realizes, I'm going to miss my minion. Motor lifreis. What's he allowed to do? So he should get the Davar Shebekdusha, and then interesting. So there's a person, he showed up late, he's not going to get another minion. What's he allowed to do? He's allowed to dive right into Shemona Esrei, and they'll say Kaddish Shema afterwards. You never want to be mevatel smichas gula tefillah misham kedusha for davar shebekdusha el yispalel kisei deviyisot gula tefillah. Rather, what should he do? You should daven in order and therefore get the maila of smichas gula tefillah. And if there will be 10 people afterwards, you'll say Kedusha. If you didn't say Baruch Hu yet, then wait for the people that just came in. Ein Kpeda, which of course is what many of our shuls are. there's no kpeda, we have multiple minyanim, and therefore this concept of having someone else daven in a scenario where they already daven, we have to be worried what it's going to look like for the first ones. We don't have that so much nowadays. Not only that, the first chazan is able to daven for the second chazan. Again, not very relevant in our world where everyone knows how to read. It doesn't have to be the whole time. When he gets to Baruch Hu, what should he say? Kaddish u Baruch Hu. And afterwards, Yomer ba'atzwan miyotzar ar v'halad gemar shv'nesei b'lachash kimikomosenu kulam bekiyin, as you just pointed out, v'inogim latzis b'zeh ayidei shliach siva, we're not actually being yotze anyone else. V'achar achanambel of ne'ateva lachzol tefillah kinogim kol hakadishin shachar tefillah harishayin. If the people from the first meetings have gotten Yudchaz Kosav Mishnah Shmuel, says the Sefer Mitzvah Shmuel, Shemari Shem might see you Sefer Torah v'karuba. Ein mina gulishniim might see Sefer Torah b'amacheres. They go. They should again read. V'nas and lezet tam says the Mishnah Shmuel. Shemisha begam shal Sefer Torah looks like a begam. Shalema yomim yimsu basel b'Sefer Torah rishonim. And they say kach I see a shniya. If they're taking out a second Sefer Torah for the second minyan, it looks like that the Sefer Torah itself wasn't kosher. Maybe they're going to say that they're going to think it's something else. Some people are going to say the first mini was in Yaitse. But if they leave, in an early minyan, as we said, from the Magen Gibar, it's a place where they have many minyanim. This is no Isser at all. The whole issue of Pagam, the Sefer Torah, is to do the same thing twice. Right away, you read one Torah and then you read another Torah. That will get to it's totally new minyan. Says the Magen Gibayrim. So we don't even have to be chayshish for this midin. Minog maybe, but even in the minog, as we said, our shuls have many minyanim, so this would not be a problem. B'siyat Ishmael will pick it up from Sif Beis in the next shir.